you're seriously ill or critically injured.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
He's struggling to breathe.
Very seriously injured.
In some of the UK's most remote places.
Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
There's just been an accident on the M1 motorway. It's on fire and it's gone into the railway bridge.
Your life is on the line.
How far did he fall? About 5 metres.
He's intubated and ventilated.
You need some of Britain's most elite medics.
Is there any serious bleeding? Yes, there is, yeah.
Can't feel legs, anything below my neck.
We're in a remote location in the middle of a woodland. They've broken their back.
The speed of the Yorkshire Air Ambulance can make the difference between life and death.
Your discretion, take off.
FedEx 99 lifted.
Today, there's a high-speed crash. The driver is trapped, but one victim is missing.
We believe there may have been a child in the rear car seat.
A climber falls off Yorkshire's biggest landmark.
He's become unconscious. He's had some jolt on the back of his head.
The team call in the Coast Guard for a dramatic rescue. And a cyclist takes a tumble in the middle of a moor, with painful results.
He's landed right on that rock. Keep still, kid, keep still.
It's mid-morning in Leeds, and a lorry driver's dashcam is about to capture a devastating accident. It's a 40-mile-an-hour limit. The hatchback is doing 80. As the white 4x4 reverses into a drive, the black car smashes into it. Inside the 4x4, the female driver is trapped. The occupants of the high-powered hatchback, capable of 150 miles per hour, appear to stop to help. But then they simply walk off, leaving their victim, who is seriously injured. 5 miles away on the rooftop helipad of the Leeds General Infirmary, Helimed 99 is being scrambled to her rescue.
Just ready from altitude.
Paramedics James Stubley and Andy Armitage have few details of the crash.
What is it we're attending, please?
Yeah, it's an RTC, 2 cars with a patient that's trapped on it.
Wires as you come round. Yeah, visual. We'll go just the other side of that and let him then go slowly down towards the road from there.
It's happened on a main route into Leeds.
I just no visual.
Well, I need somebody to close that road off, really.
Yeah, no.
Policeman coming up to clear the road now.
Yeah, he's doing it, yep.
Air ambulances have strict limits on the size of landing sites.
Over the domestic side. Thank you.
And this is big enough.
Down to the rear now. I'll be good there, guys.
It's a road traffic collision, dual carriageway, so a bit of speed. And we've got somebody trapped apparently, but we'll see when we get there.
Tracy Scadden is 32. The damage to the cars shows the force of the impact.
Hiya, you all right? How are we doing?
All right. Tracy.
Tracy.
Tracy's got an isolated head injury. Laceration to the forehead.
Laceration to forehead, yeah.
Loss of sensation down the left side of both an arm and the leg. She feels numb.
Feels numb.
It's feared Tracy has a serious spinal injury as well as the head wound.
It looks like it's been quite a significant impact. Approximately 80 mile an hour is what's being said. The car's done at least a 180 from where she's been going in a driveway, so it's a significant impact.
5 milligrams of morphine at 2024.
All right.
That's one goes on as well. Tachycardia 119.
Yeah.
Pressure at the moment.
Tracy's heart is racing, her blood pressure soaring, and she's complaining of numbness down one side of her body. And now there's more worrying news from the police.
Hello. Apparently there was a child in the child seat in the back of it.
All right.
In that house. I've only just found this. I've only just found out, so that's right.
All right. Okay, that's him. There was a child apparently in the car. What's in that house?
In that house.
Do you want to have a look, mate?
Thank you.
In the confusion, No one realised Tracy's daughter had been taken in by relatives living nearby.
That's 99. We believe there may have been a child in the rear car seat, and we'll get back to you about that one.
Tracy's wrapped in a plastic shield designed to protect her as firefighters cut her free.
All right, Tracy. You've had better days, I bet, haven't you?
The rear end shunt means Tracy's airbag didn't go off. Now it's a danger to her and her rescuers.
Would you like some more morphine? Yeah. We just need to be steady with you though. Were you banging your head and that, all right?
At least there's good news about the other victim of the crash.
I've just been in and checked over the little girl and she appears to be fine. But obviously because of her age, what we'll do is we'll get the crew to run to the local ED and Grandma will accompany her up there while we obviously can convey Mum.
Firefighters are starting to cut her car apart.
Just watch your foot, mate, with that.
Right, we're ready for lifting.
At last, Tracy can be freed.
How are we doing? Yeah? We're going to get you out in a second, so we're just going to put a board down the back of you. Right. Are you the same as what I asked you a couple of minutes ago? Yeah.
The numbness she's complained of could be a sign of a spinal injury.
Yeah. I've got control, mate. Yeah.
Okay, right. Well.
We're just changing over back.
Get with that address first, I think.
Tracy's back will be kept rigid throughout her rescue.
Hey, Tracy, you just feel this board going up back here, all right? You know you complain of that lost sensation. We just make sure you've not done out to your back it out like that, okay?
Nice and steady, go with it. Go with it, let us know if it's hurting.
As far as you need to go, guys.
Back as far as we can.
The loss of sensation down her left side is just one symptom worrying the medics.
Does your breathing feel okay? Yeah? Can I have a feel of your belly? Does that feel okay? Yeah?
The pressure's come down now.
It's come down how much?
110, 74.
Their patient's blood pressure is dropping. She could be bleeding internally. She's going to be flown to the LGI. It's just 20 minutes since Helimed 99 left its landing pad.
They look clear all round. Still clear left. And clear to the rear.
They're leaving a scene of devastation on one of the main roads into Leeds, and a major police hunt for the occupants of the black car. Cars aren't designed to withstand the kind of impact Tracy's experienced. Her daughter's escape was down to luck and modern safety equipment.
Massive impact to black car. It just goes to show that a good strong car and a good car seat nowadays does its job and reduces the risk of injury.
Element 99 Alpha, final LGI.
It's 99 landing LGI.
Tracy is being taken straight to resus for scans and x-rays, and the first focus will be on her spine.
It's not normal to have a loss of sensation. I would probably expect him to do a CT scan.
The accident could change her life. Malham Cove in the Yorkshire Dales is a prehistoric waterfall that was once bigger than Niagara. Now its limestone cliffs are an extreme playground for climbers, testing their skills on a huge 260-foot high rock face.
Ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
He's making some noises like he's breathing, yeah.
50 miles away, reports of a serious accident are coming into Yorkshire's ambulance headquarters.
And is the patient conscious?
He's not conscious.
Right.
A climber's badly hurt and in serious danger of falling again.
99 desk job for you. It's Malham Cove. Someone is unconscious, fallen 10 metres. Head injury.
Helimed 99 is his only hope of rescue.
Copy, traffic, Helimed 99 Alpha lifting, departing to the southwest Malham Cove.
Paramedic James is the leader of a mountain rescue team in his spare time.
I reckon about 4 miles from this high ground.
He's responsible for finding the patient today.
If you're looking at the cove, it's the east side.
On the ledge.
Near the top of the cove.
The Cove is one of Yorkshire's biggest natural landmarks, and James knows it well.
So we've got Malham, that's Scoresdale Scar, so that's Malham.
What we'll do is we'll approach to the left-hand side of the ledge.
They're touching down in a lethal landscape.
NS99 on the ground.
The grassy slopes above the Cove lead to a sheer drop with sharp boulders below. Paramedic Paul Holmes knows this terrain can kill.
It looks like a bit of a precarious position, so we need to be careful, making sure we're not going to actually slip and cause ourselves an injury. We've got mountain rescue en route, so we'll have to wait and see when we actually get a bit closer to the edge exactly where the patient is, but it's a bit treacherous underfoot at the minute, really.
You're in my territory now.
Can I give you this, mate, yeah?
Jesus. I've got short legs, you know. Watch yourself, mate, alright?
It's safer on your ass.
Yep.
Cheers, mate.
Unwary visitors have died after slipping on these slopes.
Fucking hell.
There's nothing between them and a 200-foot fall.
Fuck me.
Their patients lying in a precarious position on a narrow ledge.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Victim and rescuers are one trip from a fatal fall. There's no obvious way of rescuing their patient.
It's going to be quite a complex evacuation.
And all the possible methods involve a lot of risk. Trapped on a ledge on Malham Cove, climber Rod Coles is in pain and confused.
Between 50 and 60 years old.
Okay.
He's dropped about 10 metres, virtually flat out. Got a laceration to the head. Bigger problem is between his shoulder blades to his lower back is where the most pain is.
Okay.
Although he's losing concentration and he's also struggling sometimes to remember what day it is.
Yeah.
Age and stuff like
We got told he was unconscious for a while, is that right? Yeah, how long for?
5-10 minutes.
Can I sit to the side here? Okay, we'll get you sorted. Alright, can you remember falling? No. Have a quick look at that. It looks dramatic. Can you keep it on there, mate?
Crow Andy, Helimed 99.
Search dog Andy, pass your message over.
Yeah, search dog Andy, Helimed 99. We're on the ground above. We've actually just arrived at the patient now. Going to be quite a complex evacuation from here. I suspect we're going to need, obviously, stretcher and ropes over.
So if I just press down the back of your neck, is there any pain in the back of your neck?
A little bit.
A little bit. Centrally, or is it to one side? Okay, no problem.
The working environment's not ideal. We're on steep ground, so as well as your own safety, we've got to be kept mindful that kit's obviously going to drop below. We've still got people climbing around us, and then we're going to have to somehow get him onto a stretcher, a loaded stretcher, either up to the aircraft or down for us then to relocate. So it's going to be quite a big job, this.
James is concerned that one accident could lead to another.
Is it just worth tying him into something, just so we don't all go? At least a couple of us, I'm conscious.
I think we should be all right, yeah.
Well, at the moment, that girl's probably holding him up, and if she slips, what's stopping you guys from going? But we're all in quite a precarious position. Everyone seems quite capable in this position, but if somebody slips, we just obviously want it as a bit of a backup, so we're just going to tie him in.
The team want to protect Rod's neck, but the slightest movement here is fraught with danger.
I don't even think we're going to get this on, to be honest.
Can you lift the chin, maybe?
The thing is, we don't want him to move his head, do we, really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rod's head wound looks superficial, but his growing confusion is very worrying.
What happened?
We've had a bit of a tumble, I think, off the rock.
Right.
Okay. I think you might have got a bit of concussion.
No idea. What happened?
While you climbed.
He's getting a bit repetitive. So.
It's becoming clear Rod has several injuries, any of which could be life-threatening. He needs an immediate evacuation, but that won't be easy.
I think the plan is to probably sledge him down on a stretcher down into the bottom of the cove. So that's plan A at the moment. I'm sure B, C and D will come into it at some point.
How are you doing, Rob? All right?
No, my back's starting to ache quite a bit.
It will do, mate. Do you know, I don't know what's up with your veins, mate.
At last, local mountain rescue experts have reached the scene.
You all right?
They're equipped to lower Rod down the rock face using ropes.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Definitely slow and steady as opposed to anything in a rush.
But it could worsen his injuries.
What do you think about getting the Coast Guard in and taking it out the top?
Said I'll leave it with you guys, really. I mean, we can request that anyway if need be.
Because the smoothest will be up and out.
Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
Even minor medical treatment is difficult to deliver safely, and Rod's showing signs of deteriorating. James is being forced to reassess the rescue plan.
He's got no altered neurology, but by the time he gets down there, if he has got an unstable fracture, he may have.
It's a smoother ride up if we can get him out.
It'll be clearer.
You know what I mean?
They're calling in the Coast Guard to winch Rod from the cove. 3 emergency teams, including £20 million worth of helicopters, are now on a mission to rescue Rod.
We'll need to clear every bit of crap out of the way because it'll blow.
I'm going to say it'll blow us all to smithereens.
The quaint towns and leafy lanes of North Yorkshire make it the perfect place for a romantic getaway. But today, it's the backdrop to a serious car accident.
Nice day. We're just running on 1680. Apparently we got 2 traps on this one.
The victims of the crash aren't sure where they are. It's up to pilot Steve and paramedics Adi and Pete to find them.
Copy, left and cross number 500, visual 1M, Element 99 Alpha.
The crash has happened near the famous White Horse on the edge of the North York moors.
We're going through a little south of Helmsley called Sproxton for a road traffic accident. Now, we're not actually sure it's in Sproxton. It says come from the general area of, so it could well be that that's just the nearest mobile phone mast that's pinged the 999 call.
There's your incident now, 12:30.
Yeah, I've got the DCA approaching.
The team find the accident at the same time as ground units.
Oh dear. Edison 99, visual scene. Also got visual of the DCA racing to it, over.
A car carrying an elderly couple has rolled over, hitting a dry stone wall.
I'm going to put you in the field this side of the broken wall.
Broken wall of the cliff.
Bill and Ruth were on a break to celebrate their golden wedding. Now they're trapped. A passing GP stopped to give first aid.
This is Ruth.
Hello, Ruth.
Bill.
Hello, Ruth. Hello, Bill.
She's only on statin. She's on simvastatin. She's got no other health problems.
So, roughly, do you know what injuries we're dealing with at the moment? It looks like they've hit that wall, isn't it?
Yeah, turn sideways on. Double turn.
Yeah.
She has a head injury. He's in shock.
Can you get
Do you want a collar?
yeah, get a dressing pad first of all as well, let's have a look at that. Right, so that's oozing a bit.
And she's complained about pain at her back, behind her ribs.
Okay. So what's happening with this gentleman over here? He seems quite moving back. Have a look with him. Cheers, Eddie. Hello, Ruth.
Hello.
How are we doing, love? So,
Sorry, sir. This is Bill.
whereabouts in your back?
Hello
there. And your side.
Ruth could be describing a spinal injury.
First of all, let's have a quick feel of your neck, all right? Have you got any pain when I'm touching you there?
How are you doing, Dave?
All right.
He's not his lump come on the side
Hello.
of his face that he hasn't had before. Cuts to his hand, which we think is the glass.
Yeah.
But no other pain anywhere else.
Okay.
How do you want to take this lady out of the car? Do you want the roof off or? I think at the way we're looking at the moment, where we should be able to just get her out the door because we've got the door moved right over there, so it'll be all right on that one.
I'm sure everything will be fine, okay? All right? You're very welcome.
The local GP narrowly escaped the crash.
I was coming down the road and this car had to pull in to actually avoid me. And as we went past, luckily we didn't collide at all. I saw in my rear view mirror the car overturned a couple of times and hit the wall.
How old are you, love?
77.
77.
Elderly people are more likely to be permanently disabled by a road accident. The team's worried about both of their patients.
Well, where's that hurting? So is it your hip down here? Is it down here, my love?
Paramedic Pete fears Ruth has broken her femur or her pelvis. It's a common injury for elderly motorists.
Ow. Okay, yeah, it works. Alright, well, I've got my hand ready. Any pain when I'm pushing you on there? How does that feel, Ruth? Not so bad.
After a lifetime of driving, this was Bill's first accident. All he cares about is his wife.
He's such a lovely man. He's such a careful driver.
Well, he's obviously not. He's obviously just one of those things. What actually happened then?
All right there.
You've got a right big whacking. You're gonna have a big bruise on your head though. Yes. You're gonna look like you've been cage fighting. So I'm just gonna pop a little needle in your arm. Which basically means if anything starts to hurt that we don't know about at the moment we move you, I can give you some painkillers, all right?
She's got a big hematoma and lack to her head, just because of the head injury in her age, and there's some sort of force. We're going to fly her to James Cook.
Yeah. You come round here, Rick. I'll guide your legs.
Yeah, I've got.
You all right, Ruth?
That's it, you just lay down. We've got you.
You got your head? Wonderful.
Ready, steady, move. That's enough.
They'd booked this break as an anniversary treat. Now she's leaving him for a flight to hospital.
We all ready? Ready, steady, lift. There you go. Yeah. Okay, you all good? So she'll need to go in feet first.
Bill is being driven to the trauma unit of the James Cook Hospital in Middlesbrough. Ruth will be there first.
Lucky the pair of them.
Very.
Out there.
Very lucky indeed.
Hello, 99 lifted. How did James Cook over?
She's a 77-year-old lady. She's been thrown around at probably best part of 40 miles an hour in a car while strapped down to a seat. Looking at the amount of blood and the amount of hair that's stuck in there, there's every chance that could have actually gone through the bone, and that could be a nasty infection risk.
We're clear of the light station.
The couple hoped that this would be a happy day in the countryside to celebrate 50 years of marriage.
99 on the ground.
Now Ruth faces several weeks in hospital, and she could need surgery. Bill's condition, too, is unknown. On the treacherous cliffs of Malham Cove, paramedics James and Paul are waiting for a Coast Guard rescue chopper to winch their patient to safety. The team's clinging to a steep slope above a 200-foot drop.
We're going to get the Coast Guard aircraft to come and winch you, so we do need to try and get you as comfortable as we can.
Right.
Just excuse my hands a minute.
My back is really starting to go into spasm.
Right, okay.
Climber Rod's pain is getting worse. He has powerful arms, and his fitness is making it hard for Paul to get a cannula into his veins.
Come on, this is ridiculous.
Without a needle, they won't be able to give Rod the strong painkillers he needs.
You've got veins like rhinoceroses have.
What happened, Roman?
Hey Rob, you took a fall.
Yeah.
You slipped. Yeah, and then you took a fall.
Oh, come on, this is... I'm getting frustrated with myself now, Rob.
Yeah.
But Paul's forced to give up.
Right, plan B.
Rod will have to make do with an oral form of morphine, usually given to children.
Right, open your mouth and...
There's concern his condition is deteriorating.
Yeah, what happened?
You fell off while you were climbing, Rob.
He's repeating himself, and that's often the sign of a serious head injury.
He's had a helmet on, so a helmet and still become unconscious. It's quite a blow. The way the rope apparently has caused it is basically caused him to flip down that way and obviously bang the back of his head. So he's had some jolt on the back of his head.
What's the timescale? What's the plan now?
The plan is you can have a little ride in a helicopter.
Vacuum mattress alongside him. We'll transfer him onto that. You happy with that move? If we bring him, yeah? All right, you need to trust us.
Yeah.
All right. We won't drop you, I promise.
It's a delicate task.
So what we're going to do, fella, we're going to swing your legs around, we're going to pivot you on your bottom. All right. You're going to be all right holding him, supporting him there. Keep your head nice and still as best you can. You all ready on the vac mat, guys?
One wrong move now, and a fatal fall could be the result.
So we're going to lift your bottom up. See his leg, mate, as well. Okay. Can you slide him down a bit more, mate?
Yeah. Where's that? You back? I know, mate. We'll get you sorted.
Everybody on the back mat ready? Yeah. Ready, steady, lift. We're just going to put some air back in that and then we'll mould it round. You should be a bit more comfortable.
Are you wanting this split pin in?
Yeah, there's a little arm that comes up and then just clips onto there just to keep it.
Oh, does that go on there first, is it? Oh, okay, yeah.
The team's going to evacuate the cliff face for the Coast Guard chopper that's been called in from its base 60 miles away.
We need everybody that's not needed on here to go. All right, thank you.
So that all these lot going down?
All these are going, yeah, because we need to get rid of all this kit. We need to get it all tied down.
No, I've not done the job yet with Coast Guard.
Seriously, when it comes, you'll have to put your visor down, everything, it'll blind you and it's just deafening.
The rescue helicopter weighs 10 tons and is big enough to airlift entire ship's crews.
What a job.
Its downwash is enough to blow a grown man off his feet. Malham Cove's a major tourist attraction, and Rod's rescue is being watched by hundreds of visitors. The winchman's aiming for a ledge barely 3 feet across. But thanks to the skill of the Coast Guard crew, Rod's rescuer is now by his side.
Yeah, James Paul's patient.
Basically, he's fallen from that ledge just below that tree. Okay. Fell backwards, got a head lack on his left-hand side. It stopped bleeding, but it was immediate LOC for about 5 to 10 minutes. Right. Very repetitive post-incident.
The plan is to pluck Rod's stretcher from the rock face and winch him directly up.
Well, what we're going to do is I'll go up with the casualty onto the top. Yeah. Sit in the field, you can bring your aircraft back in.
Okay.
But the cove generates unpredictable turbulence and updrafts, and it will be a difficult, dangerous operation.
Rob, we're just going to take this sleeping bag off you now. It's going to get really drafty. The winchman's going to be with you all the time. We're going to see you on top, all right?
It's time for the medics to leave the danger zone.
We're going to make our way back up to the top of the to Malham Cove. The winchman's down with him at the minute. We're going to brief clinical handover. What we're going to do is we're going to meet him back up there. They'll lift the patient from here and take him back to our aircraft, and then we'll take him to LGI.
Rods dangling from a cable thinner than a man's finger. The stretcher is swinging in space 150 feet above the ground and yards from the sheer face of the cliff. This takes supreme skill. Thankfully, the Coast Guard team have it. They train to rescue people from ships in raging seas. Paul can't resist a souvenir picture. The expertise of the Coast Guard team is now about to deliver Rod back to safety.
Everybody ready? Ready, steady, lift.
Rod has coped well with his hair-raising rescue, but he's becoming subdued, and his confusion continues.
Off that, mate. Yeah, we'll put that outside if you're all right with that.
It's a worrying sign.
Clear and normal 560 on the fuel. Rolls.
He's being flown to Leeds General Infirmary, 30 miles away.
Med 99, depart the area, KSY Leeds, thanks.
It's feared he has a serious bleed on the brain. The fall could still leave him with life-changing injuries, or worse.
Ambulance, is the patient breathing?
999 controllers must rely on information given on poor phone lines.
It's a very bad area for signal, so you can't get much out here.
From people often in distress.
He's just been knocked over by a car.
And sometimes what sounds like a serious case turns out to be relatively minor.
How's her breathing at the moment? Is that still normal? All right, take care, bye-bye.
It's a summer's afternoon in North Yorkshire, and a hayfield has become an emergency helipad for 2 air ambulances responding to a crash on a country lane. But it's not as serious as it sounded. Helimed 63, the neighbouring Great North Air Ambulance, will carry the patient. But 15 miles away, in the purple heather of the North York moors, another man is about to be in greater need of an air ambulance. The accident didn't look too serious, but Sean Farrer landed on a boulder. He's in agony and finding it hard to breathe.
Keep still, kid. Keep still. Keep still. Keep still.
His mates are dialing 999.
He's landed right on that rock.
Paramedics Tony and Paul are being diverted.
No, I'm seeing it. I've got another job coming in at the moment over at Gothland, up on the moors.
And it's someone come off a mountain bike, difficulty breathing, and a note's just gone on. They will not get an ambulance to where he is, so I will need someone.
We've just got another incident given to us on Gothland Moor in North Yorkshire. Apparently somebody's come off the mountain bike with difficulty breathing, possibly a chest injury. So we're just going to get ourselves together now and get off to Gothland Moor and leave 6-3 with this patient.
T, Helimed 99 Alpha. Helimed 99 Alpha, nice message. 99 Alpha, we're cleared on that task. 6-3 Alpha will be running with it shortly, they'll give you a call, but we're now diverted on towards Gothland, requesting a basic service.
No, I've just spoken to the caller. They've got a good signal up on the top of the moors. The actual grid isn't far out. Sierra Echo 830 985, over.
Yeah, roger, thanks Dave. Obviously.
Having a grid reference means the chopper can fly straight to the patient. Finding someone on the vast expanse of the North York moors can be tricky, especially when the heather is out.
T, Helimed 99 Alpha, shortly heading down to the east of Gothland. We'll call again, I think. I think it's on that rise, yeah, on the nose. Could be on a track, I'm guessing. Is that somebody there with red top? Yeah, Sally.
Edis 99, visual with patient about to land. Got a little crop of rocks just underneath you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
It's rough terrain. Tony's helping pilot Chris land.
Yeah, right skin's good.
Okay, guys, we'll stop here.
Sean's still in great pain. He and his mates were on a day out from Leeds.
I've landed on that with my ribs.
With your ribs?
On his right hand side, there's a hole in his jacket and bruising.
Okay. So you've landed on your front?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so you come over handlebars, landed on your front, rock under your right chest. Have you got any pain other than...
my ribs.
Right.
Side.
Any pain anywhere else?
Just breathing.
Okay. I don't want to cut any more off than I need to do, mate, but this one's cut anyway, isn't it?
Tony's patient is showing worrying signs of a collapsed lung, and it looks like he could be bleeding internally. Time is not on his side, and the clock is ticking. It's 20 minutes since mountain biker Sean Farrer did this on a moorland track. His mates are surprised by the apparent seriousness of his injuries.
He's obviously lost it. He's gone over handlebars, which wouldn't be a problem because there's heather everywhere, but he's landed, one of the lads pulled rock out, but he's landed on a big rock on the side of his ribs and not done himself any favours, really.
You normally fitting well?
Yeah.
Got no allergies to anything?
No.
Okay.
He's not the first rider to fall victim to the treacherous tracks of the moors today.
We set off with 8. First downhill we hit, went over handlebars, and we think he's broken his wrist. He's sat at pub now in Leversham waiting for us.
Okay, mate.
And then we've done 7.5 miles and we've lost another one. So, I mean, there's still 4 of us left, isn't there? Yeah, still plenty to go at, so I'm sure we'll be all right.
Okay, right, buddy, just relax your head back. We're just going to roll you onto your back. Are we all ready? Ready, steady, roll. Let yourself come over.
The team's taking no chances. They're treating Sean as if he's broken his neck and injured his spine, as well as his chest.
He's in a bit of discomfort from lying on the rock, so we'll give him a bit more morphine, which should take about 15 minutes or so to start having some effect.
Sorry, bud, this is going to be uncomfortable. All right.
Oh, that hurts my cough.
Right, well, don't cough then. Right, Sean, so once you've had this extra bit of morphine, okay, we'll get you fully strapped up. We're going to get you in a sleeping bag properly and then get you onto helicopter out at cold. All right.
Time is of the essence. The sooner Sean is x-rayed and scanned, the better.
I'll phone James Cook first, make sure they're happy to take him. I'm sure they will be.
He's going to be flown to the major trauma unit in Middlesbrough, 20 miles away.
Just get you on, Sean, then we'll give you some more morphine, mate. Yeah. We'll get you off to hospital.
His mates aren't exactly sympathetic.
You don't have to cart his
That's it, yeah, we've got to cart his bike, haven't we now? It's us that want the sympathy, I think, isn't it?
Guarantees, Helimed 99 Alpha's lifted from near Ghostland on route for James Cook. We'll call again closer in.
Paramedic Tony is optimistic. Sean's blood pressure and other vital signs are holding up well. But the impact was very severe, and no one can be sure.
The main concern initially is the chest injury. His breathing's been fine. All his observations are in normal limits. He's obviously been in quite a bit of pain and discomfort. The morphine settles that down, so fingers crossed he'll be fine. But any chest injury always gets us sort of slightly worried initially because obviously that can affect your breathing.
Guarantees, Helimed 99 Alpha shortly loading down James Cook. We'll call again lifting.
Injury-wise, he has got some bruising down his sort of right chest wall, on his upper abdomen as well, and he's got localised pain all around there, querying right-sided chest cum, upper abdomen problems.
Sean won't be leaving the James Cook Hospital until a battery of tests is completed, and the results will prove the team were right to take every precaution with his care. A critical illness can make Yorkshire's hills a dangerous place to be. High in the dales above the village of Grassington, a man has collapsed with chest pains.
Hi, it's Pete on Air Desk. Hi, AD. They're still trying to track this guy down. It is Grimwith Res, Sounder. He says it's about 4 miles away from Path.
It's definitely Grimwith Reservoir.
Yeah.
Helimed 99 is being scrambled from its base at Topcliffe, 25 miles away.
That's the same track as before, Steve.
Yeah, there's Grimwith. Top of tower, Helimed 99 Alpha lifting, departing to the southwest.
Dennis 99 lifted 1109.
That's received. It does sound like it's more an access issue. Query CVA, query cardiac.
It sounds like a walker has had a stroke or heart attack. Paramedic Pete and pilot Steve must find him on the moors below.
Did he get a rough grid, or is it just Grimwith Reservoir? I've got a grid reference for the reservoir, so it could be anywhere in the vicinity.
Oh, good.
All right, well, we know where Grimwith is anyway.
Yeah.
The patient's having chest pains. His life could depend on the team's eyesight. Ground paramedics are hiking to the rescue.
They've headed about 1 mile to 2 miles to the west on the bank in there.
We are aware Helimed's attending, so hopefully someone will look out for you.
There's someone in a red jacket on the corner by the trees on the nose, Steve.
Yeah, visual.
Pete's eagle eyes pick out 3 people on the banks of the reservoir. Help is now seconds away.
Have you got visual on scene of it?
That's a roger, prone to land over.
Paramedic AD will take over the man's care.
Are you all right sitting up? Or do you want to lean against the wall?
Can you shuffle yourself over here, John? George, isn't it?
George.
George Ray was on a day out walking when he asked other ramblers for help.
As we just crossed each other's path, he says, do you know where the nearest hospital is? And we said we don't really know the area that well, and he just fell to the floor.
Right then, George. Are you normally this out of breath? No. Can you give me a big smile?
AD is testing George for the telltale clues of a stroke.
As best you can.
His smile is thin.
You grip my hands and squeeze really tight. Go on, try and break my hands. Really tight.
But his grip is strong. The signs are pointing to a heart attack.
Try and stay as still as you can. Just going to take a quick picture of your heart, so still you are, bet the picture. All right.
George is being wired up to an ECG machine. Not only will it help AD pick up the signs of a heart attack, but if George goes into cardiac arrest, it'll allow him to shock his heart back into rhythm.
Very exciting on there. There's nothing really acute showing on your ECG.
But the tests draw a blank. It's looking like George's collapse was caused by an illness or a minor cardiac event.
Right then, George, the plan of action is we'll fly you to the ambulance. Right. Okay. And then they'll take you to the local hospital. The local hospital doesn't have anywhere that we can really land. Hello, is that Karen?
Getting all mixed up.
Hello, my name's AD. I work for the ambulance service. We've come to see your dad, and don't worry, he's okay. He's at Grimouth Reservoir.
Grimouth, yeah.
He's been out walking and he's had some chest pain, which we've dealt with, and that's kind of gone. So he's not having a big heart attack or anything like that, but he does need to go to the hospital to see the doctor and just have some investigation.
There's the DCA now. Got it.
There's nothing to match air ambulances for speed, but paramedics will find it much easier to monitor George's condition in a road vehicle.
Just watch out for any sails or masts which are out and about. Yeah. Tent at the far end there. Yeah, got it. Alright, I'll just come to a little low hover here and then we'll reposition to the car park. That'll be fine there.
George is off to hospital in Lancaster for tests. They eventually revealed the cause of his collapse.
Consultant came, gave out tests and stuff, and he said, basically, I think you've had a small heart attack.
George is now on the mend. As is Tracy, the motorist trapped in her car after it was hit by a high-powered hatchback outside her home. Police are still investigating. Climber Rod's dramatic rescue from Malham Cove could have saved him from lifelong paralysis. X-rays in hospital revealed the extent of his injuries.
After the fall, I had 2 fractured vertebrae, a fractured thumb, and quite bad concussion.
He's just glad he wasn't alone.
Climbers end up in remote areas all the time, and we very much rely first of all on ourselves to look after our climbing partner or whoever's with us, and other climbers and other walkers and mountaineers. There's no question that you'd help someone else. Whatever you were doing, you drop everything to go to help them.
Sean, the mountain biker who landed on a boulder, was found to have 3 broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and 2 lacerations to his liver. He's recovering slowly. Ruth and Bill spent their 50th wedding anniversary in separate hospital wards. She fractured 2 vertebrae, but he's since discovered some hidden talents.
I've had a very good nurse, and his darling husband I've got. He's looked after everything very, very well. Totally surprised me. Found out he's got lots of good culinary skills now that I never knew he had.